So today I had to go and run some errands. So I was out pretty early this morning at 5:30 a.m. as I was driving down the highway doing about 70 miles an hour. It was like a 70 miles per hour zone. So in about 70, 75. Again, it's 5:30 in the morning. It just started raining. It's still very dark outside, right? So I'm driving and I see in my rear view this car coming up very, very, very quickly, right? So the car, I moved from out of the fast lane because at this point, obviously, I'm not going fast enough. So I moved and get into the passenger side, but I guess around the same time, the car had, I guess, come up so quickly that it went over the same time as me. So it had to like dart back over. And I just started thinking, and it just flew past me, okay? Like it had to at least be going 85, 90 miles per hour, right? And so I started thinking, I'm like, why would you be driving like that? When it's raining outside, it's dark outside, and it's 5:30 a.m. Like, how are you under so much stress and pressure so early in the morning that you are driving so reckless, right? And then I thought this is a great opportunity to come on and talk about like win-win situations because I'm going to assume that maybe that this person was going to work and maybe they were late. And so let's think about the win-win for this type of situation. On the employer side, is it a win that your employee is rushing to work and can get into a wreck and, be unalived from a motor vehicle accident or do that to someone else because they were rushing to get to work on time by 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things if you're going to lose an employee, right? How much work can be done in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes for it to be such a big priority where this person is willing to risk their life to get to work, right? Do we want to create toxic environments like that where people aren't allowed to just be human, have a mistake, right? Um, Really, it's just how often does this happen? If this employee is late often, all the time, yes, but life happens. Life happens to employees and people as well. And sometimes things happen, but you want them to get there safely as opposed to endangering themselves or other people. So, realistically, is it really important to hold people um, to the time? Just be a stickler for it all the time. Not now, again, if someone is consistently late, that is a different story we're talking about, but to get a write up or to get in trouble because you can't control all circumstances or situations that stop you from maybe getting to work on time, is it worth the person rushing? Do you want to create a toxic environment where the person comes to work, they're feeling hectic, they're feeling rushed, they're going to have a little incivility because of the environment that they're in and what they had to do to get there? Don't you want your employees to come in energized, happy, focused, and all of the good emotions that will make them engaged and productive throughout the day to help them be creative and innovative? So if you don't have the type of company where it matters, within that 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, things could drastically change for your company. If in those 5, 10, 15 minutes, the person doesn't make or break a deal, a sale, a product by being 15, 10, 20, 15 minutes late, then I think that maybe there should not be a again, if it's not consistent, if it's not what the person do every single day, if it's not what they do every single day, then allow them some grace. If you think about working on a scale and you say, oh, we work 320 something days a year, and a person is late even, 12 times a year. If you take the percentage of that, is it worth stressing a person out, putting their life in danger, endangering other people so that they are never late? Um, and so that's the win for the employer to create an environment where life can happen. A person can show up, an employee can show up and be human, have very human issues, and it doesn't jeopardize their livelihood. That's very important when people work so very hard. They come to your company, they want to contribute something of value, but the environment, the policies make it so that they cannot even show up as a human being. The second part of this is on the employee side, right? So to create win-win situations for both the employer and the employee, we have to talk about the employee side, which is integrity, right? If you make a commitment to this company to do this job, then you want to make sure that you are doing it to your best possibility, your best capability, right? So you want to make sure that you're showing up, showing out, doing the best that you can, but in a very human way. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, um, if you know that every single day you have to be here at 8 o'clock, the human way is not to be late every single day at, get here 8:15 every single day. So integrity is a big part of it. You made a commitment to this company. You said that you can do this work within this amount of hours. Life happens. You are human. But if you are consistently showing up late, it is not the job for you, and you are not living up to your part of the bargain for the employee. And so it's in your best interest to figure out what's causing you to be late and try to eliminate those problems the night before. If it's the job itself, then it may be time for you to move on. But what should not be an option is rushing, speeding to work, making it dangerous for yourself, for other people. You do not want to cause some sort of ripple effect that now you have to live with the future consequences of, or your family, friends, those who love you have to live with the consequences of, or you being a valuable part of a company and a team, and now they have to figure out how to get the work done without you because of the decision to rush to work in rain, in dark. There's stairs, there's hydroplaning, anything could have happened, and it's just not worth it. And so it's up to you to decide, what do you value? Do you value your life? Do you value what you contribute to your company? If so, it's in your best interest to do what you need to do to make sure that you're there on time and that it's not a consistent problem. So win-win is employers. You have to be understanding that employees are human, and employees, you have to manage your very human nature, right? And do what's best for you, and always do what's in your best interest. So please share with me in the comments, what do you think about this? Do you have any experience with this? Have you rushed to work and, maybe gotten in a car accident or hurt someone? Have you hydroplaned? Um, what type of consequences have you experienced being late for work, whether that's a write up, whether you are suspended? Please share your stories below. I would love to hear about how, the work policies within your work environment impact your work life balance. And then what are you doing about it, right? So I don't just want to hear about how it's impacting you. I will also love to hear about what you're doing to solve that issue, to eliminate that problem. So we want everybody to contribute their best self at work, but we also want you to be safe going to work, right? We want to create win-win, safe environments for both the employers and the employee. So thank you so much